What's good? What's going on? If you guys are seeing this right now, that means I've had a productive day, a productive week, a productive month. It also means you're tuned in. But if you are subscribed, are y'all subscribed? I mean, click the subscribe button at this point. It takes 2 seconds. It's free. Support your girl. Because that means you fuck with me, which means I fuck with you. Period. So today, y'all, I'm being very productive. As you can see, you have seen this fit, this hair, this little light makeup I try to do, you know what I'm saying? I be trying to do a little something. I be trying, but I'm being really productive because your girl is bulk. See, I'm not a YouTuber. I'm bulk recording today, being very productive. I am in my Airbnb property. I had to check out earlier. They're not checking in until tomorrow. I kind of already cleaned it, but I'm gonna have to clean up before I leave. But I said, why not take advantage of the empty space tonight? So, if you read the title, then you already know what this story is about. But listen, hear me out. When this happened, she was not my best friend yet. We are going to name her Cash. What's up, girl? You know who you are. This story's about you, girl. I'm finally telling this story. So, I had met Cash at a plant job I was working at. Soon as we met, you know what I'm saying, we just vibe. I think I was talking to some guy, and she had walked into the lunchroom, and she had asked us something, and we was just chatty and vibing, and I'm like, oh, you cool. We end up exchanging numbers one day, and then my first time hanging out with her, I had hit her up, and I was like, girl, what you doing? And she was somewhere with her other friends, and she just pull up on us. She had already been drinking. I pulled up on them, you know what I'm saying? This is our first time linking outside of work, you know what I'm saying? And it was a vibe. I'm just riding in the car with them. We, you know what I'm saying, drinking and driving, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. We was safe. We was fun. It was a good night. Boom. The second time we linked it was actually her birthday. So I went out with her on her birthday. It was some of our coworkers there. We ended up spending the night at some guy's house. It was one of the coworkers' friends. We had a drunk, good old time, barely remember the whole night. It was one of those nights girl, what happened last night? And it was I think you was over here, and then you had, girl, I think I remember. You know what I'm saying? It was one of them drunk, fun nights that you barely remember. But, it was all good vibes because we woke up and everybody was cool. So, I'm just letting y'all know that the first time I hung out with her, good vibes. Second time I hung out with her, good vibes. But each time we are with, people from work. I went out with her and her friends, went out with people from work. So now, you know what I'm saying, we sit on the phone, we talk about stuff from work, we see each other at work all the time, we work the same shit. We take our breaks together, you know what I'm saying, we just still getting to know each other, we vibing, we already know we the same type of girl. My girl Cash, you like to drink, you like to smoke, you like to have fun, you like to dance, you know what I'm saying, you just like to vibe. I'm all about good vibes. And at this time, I had a couple friends, but I don't have a lot of girlfriends, you know what I'm saying? So if I'm vibing with you and it's mutual, you know what I'm saying? So we locked in at this point. I was messing with this guy that actually stayed in Memphis. He was from Detroit, but he currently has stayed in Memphis. So I had been talking to him for a couple weeks, and he dang, you know what I'm saying, I'm not coming to the city until the holidays. So it was this was around the time where it was getting hot. So let's just say he wasn't coming to the city till July, and it's May. You know what I'm saying? Because her birthday had just passed. So it's May something. And I'm talking to this guy. He dang, I ain't gonna be able to see you till July. What the fuck? And I'm maybe I can come to Memphis. And I had the twins at this point. This was 2018. So I definitely had my babies, you know what I'm saying? And I was staying with my mom. I was still, you know what I'm saying, getting my life together. So he you would come to Memphis? And I'm yeah. You know what I'm saying? I could try to put it together. You know, I got a couple checks coming up. You know, my bills paid up. Like, let me see what I could put together. He like, yeah, if you can get your tickets here and back, I'll make sure you straight when you get here. Like, you know what I'm saying? We can get a room, or we can go to my house, or, you know what I'm saying? We gonna eat, we gonna go out, we gonna have a good time. Like, everything on me once you get here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just get here. Now that I'm thinking about it, why he couldn't pay for my tickets, I don't know. I don't think I asked him to pay for my tickets, but I mean, if he could have got my ticket, I'm pretty sure he would have just said that. So I ain't counting his pockets. I missed him, and I was meeting him halfway. If I can get myself there and back, he gonna make sure I'm straight once I get there. Boom. So I'm like, okay, let me look up these tickets. Ticket prices was looking crazy. So I'm asking him, like, okay, which weekend? He like, okay, you need to come this day. I'm like, oh, well, the twins really just came back from their daddy house. They probably not going back over there for another couple weeks. So we need to plan it for the next couple weeks when I know I can drop them off at their daddy house. So I'm looking on Instagram, and you know how those people post, oh, half off DTE, half off half off flights, half off Lyft, half off water bill, half off phone bill, half off, scammers. You know what I'm saying? So I had ended up hitting this one guy on Instagram. He was not a stranger. This was not stranger danger. I had actually linked up with this guy. He was just a friend. You know what I'm saying? I had linked up with him a few times. I think I ran into him at a bar one day. You know what I'm saying? And we just kept linking. Like, he'll go somewhere and be like, oh, you should come up here, it's lit. And I go, you know what I'm saying? I'll be somewhere running to him again, and I'm all in his section drinking, you know what I'm saying, fraternizing with his friends. So we had just kept bumping into each other, and he kept inviting me to stuff because, you know what I'm saying, around this time I was in my lit era. Like, I'm just having fun. I was staying with my mama, you know what I'm saying? My money was put up, some money was put up. I had my bills paid. My mama not really tripping about nothing. She just let me get my life together. So I was partying, like, really all this year. So I didn't know him. So when I seen he had posted that, I slid in his DM like, oh, what's up on the flights? So he instantly hit me back like, oh, where you trying to go? When you trying to go? So I told him a date. So he instantly hit me with the, you know, screenshot of the itinerary, how much it's gonna cost. He like, send me half, I'll book it right now. I'm like, well, I don't got no money on the car, all I got is cash. When I tell you, I dropped my location, this nigga pulled right the fuck up. I don't know if he was already on his way, like if he already knew the general area and was already on his way. He pulled up so fast and got the, I wanna say it was like $250. So let's just say the flight was $500, I gave him $250. And I booked it for this specific day. So, boom, I'm thinking my flight is booked. So he had sent me, I don't know what he sent me. He either sent me like a screenshot of a ticket, or I wasn't even thinking because I hadn't even flew nowhere like by myself yet. I haven't bought a ticket and flew nowhere. I have been on a plane plenty of times, like with my parents paying for trips and stuff. But this would be my first time getting the flight and going somewhere, you know what I'm saying, on my own, like as a grown-up. 2018, that's crazy. But anyway, right, so I don't even know nothing about getting a boarding pass and putting it in your fucking wallet on your Apple Wallet. Like, I didn't even know nothing about that. Now that I'm thinking about that, because what was this shit that you screenshotting me? Like, anyway, so he screenshots some stuff and sent it to me. I'm thinking my flight book. So it's getting closer and closer to the day I'm supposed to leave. I'm looking at my work schedule. I can't get the days off. I gotta get the twins, you know what I'm saying? They're not gonna be able to get them. This day not gonna work. So I hit up the scammer and I say, you know, am I able to change the flight because it's looking like I'm not gonna be able to make this flight? He like, you know, it's gonna be kind of tough, but I can change the flight. Now, it sounds like this ain't got nothing to do with it, but I'm getting there. Let me build up to it. So he like, it's gonna be kind of tough, but I could try to change your flight. So I want to say maybe a day or two passed. Now this is really like 2 days before the original flight was supposed to be booked. So he hit me up like, you know, what day you want to change it to. So I changed it to, I want to say that next Friday. I was going to leave on a Friday. So I wanted to change it to the next Friday because I knew I was going to be able to drop the twins off that next weekend. So he like, okay, cool. I was able to change it. He screenshot some more shit and send it to me. I'm thinking my flight book. Right, so I'm talking to my friend. Yeah, girl, I'm going to Memphis next weekend. I'm going to see my little sneaky link. We gonna have fun. She like, okay, make sure you take pictures. Make sure you be posting on Instagram. Be FaceTiming you. I'm like, girl, yeah. So the week is going past. It's getting closer to the day I'm leaving. I'm supposed to be leaving on a Friday. So let's just say this is Thursday, right? My mom is actually already out of town. She had went, I think this is when she had went on a cruise. I don't know where the hell she was at, but my mom was out of town. Thursday, I'm getting ready for my flight. I had went shopping. I had got me a couple fits. I do my own hair, so I had did me two little ponytails with the curly hair, and I made them like two messy buns with my baby hair. I actually still got the Snapchat videos that I was making the day before I was supposed to get on this flight. I'm gonna insert them, you know what I'm saying? I'm feeling myself like, yes, I'm going out of town tomorrow, and like I told you, this like my first flight by myself, and you know what I'm saying? I'm excited, like, and I'm going to see my sneaky link. Like, it's about to be lit. I'm about to be lit. I'm up. It's up and it's stuck. So boom, that whole day I had put up on one of my friends. I'm chilling, and this is when I wasn't smoking heavy, but if somebody was smoking, I would hit the blunt, you know what I'm saying? So I'm smoking. I had got a fifth of Remy because the friend I pull up on, she only drink Remy. Like, I'm a tequila girl, but I'm pulling up on her, you know what I'm saying? I'm lit. I'm gonna get what you drink. I get a fifth of Remy. I pull up on her. I'm drinking Remy. So then Cash ended up calling me. She like, where you at? I'm over here with so-and-so. We drinking Remy. She like, Remy? You know what I'm saying? Because we drink tequila. So she like, Remy? I'm like, yes. I'm like, what, you want us to pull up on you? But, you know what I'm saying? My friend I had put up on, she couldn't go. So Cash like, yeah, pull up on me. So I ended up pulling up on her. I'm at her house. I'm finishing the bottle with her. She like, I can't believe you got me on Remy. I'm like, girl, because you know I don't drink this shit. So we end up finishing that bottle. So we end up getting another, did we get another fifth? I want to say we got another fifth of Remy, bro. So I'm drinking another fifth of Remy, riding around the city with Cash. We pulling up on people. We pulled up on some of her people. I went to go see another one of my boos. You know what I'm saying? We finished that bottle. So we end up pulling up on this guy I know. I skipped right over the part where we pulled up at my friend's house because I'm saving that for his own video. Rest in peace, RJ. You forever live in my mind and my heart. So I skipped right to the part where we got back to my house. Cash ended up coming back to my house because the twins gone, my mama gone. You know what I'm saying? We gonna come back to my house. We didn't end up getting back to my house until, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, because we was just outside. I swear, we was just out the fuck side. I'm supposed to get on this flight. So I'm like, it's late or it's early. I'm supposed to get on this flight at like 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. I might as well not even go to sleep because I know I'm going to oversleep. So I'm drunk, you know what I'm saying? I'm just going to stay up. Me and my friend, Cash, we just up all morning just talking. So I'm looking at my phone. I'm looking at my luggage sitting here. I'm already packed. I get to looking at my phone, looking at my DMs and stuff, and I'm like, dang. The calling scammer, you know what I'm saying? I'm calling him. I'm writing him on Instagram. I'm like, what is this you sent me? What am I supposed to say when I get up there? You know what I'm saying? Because I had never been to the airport by myself. I had never checked into a flight. I'm about to walk in there with this screenshot, like, what's going on? So I'm calling him, he not responding. I'm texting him, he not responding. I'm in the DMs, he not responding. I'm like, bro, this nigga play me. She like, yeah, cause that ain't no flights, that ain't no boarding pass, that ain't nothing. Like, what is that he sent you? And I'm like, bro, I'm so stupid. I'm thinking me and him cool, and he do this. He do have off flights. Like, why would he play me? you know what I'm saying, just naive, just thinking people fuck with me or thinking people is just genuine and they just not. You know what I'm saying? Because he probably already could tell. I don't know what to expect because I didn't say nothing when he sent this damn screenshot. So he knowing already that he can get off. So, whatever. So I'm mad. I'm mad as hell. And this is around the time that my friend, RJ, rest his soul, was alive. So I was calling him, you know what I'm saying, admitting to him. He going off on me like, you just stupid. Like, why would you get somebody some money for that? You should have just called me. Why would I call you to get me flights to go see another nigga? I was thinking about you. So he going off on me, calling me stupid, which I was being very naive, very stupid. And I was just up. Now, mind you, I had been drinking all Thursday. Did not go to sleep because I'm thinking I'm getting on this flight. And then the moment I noticed that the flight was not really happening, now I'm still up, arguing, making videos, I'm texting motherfuckers. I'm just still up. So my friend Cash had eventually fell asleep, but by the time she woke up, I'm still up. I'm pacing. I'm mad. I'm contacting my little boo in Memphis. Like, you know what? I just don't think it's meant to be. I done got played on the, you know what I'm saying, on the tickets. He like, what you mean you got played? You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling him I had got the little hookup, and he like, what you mean? I could have told you. Why you ain't say nothing? Everybody basically like, girl, why you didn't say something to somebody? We could have told you that shit was a scam because scammers scammed you. Like, what? So I'm just up. I wasn't even sleepy. So basically, I'm ready to turn up because, of course, I wasn't going to Memphis broke. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to turn up. Like, fuck it. I'm gonna let that shit go for today because it's killing my vibe. I'm supposed to be out of town. I got these fits. Bitch, we about to find something to do. Let's get another bottle. No sleep from Thursday to Friday. No sleep. I was about to say her name. So Cash had got her a little nap in, you feel me? My mama's still out of town, so I'm getting dressed for the day. It's a whole new day. I hadn't been to sleep. I'm getting dressed. We go outside, and I can't even tell you everything we had did that day. I think we had linked up with one of her friends and went to the east side, went to a little bar. I did have a couple things to eat, you feel me? But I've been drinking. Her friend smoked, so I had smoked, you feel me? And I'm just outside. We on the east side, we downtown. We end up pulling up on all type of people. I'm steady drinking Remy all day Friday. I drank all day Thursday, did not sleep. I'm drinking all day Friday. Now this is where it gets blurry. I remember pulling up on my friend, and we still had like a half a bottle, a half a fifth of Remy, me and Cash. It was me and Cash that put up on my male friend. So I remember being over there. I remember sitting on the couch, and he's a Detroit rapper, so he playing his music, and you know what I'm saying? I remember sitting there chit-chatting. I barely remember leaving his house. Everything I'm about to say now is from Cash's perspective, because this is what she told me happened, you know what I'm saying, after all of this. So we leave my male friend's house. We leave his house. We get in the car. I'm driving. She told me I was driving. We go to Coney Island. Right? We pull up at Coney Island. She went in to order the food. She said she comes back to the car, and I was trying to pull off. I don't want to laugh because this was so crazy. So she told me she came back from ordering the food, and I was trying to pull off, and she told me like, no, wait, all I did was order the food. Don't pull off yet. So she said I'm steady trying to pull off. Now she was drunk too, but she did get her a little nap, you know what I'm saying? And she wasn't drinking all day Thursday like me, but she was drinking all day Friday with me. So She telling me that I'm steady trying to pull off, and she keep telling me no. So I guess we sitting in the car. I had to be asleep because I don't remember none of this. She said she gets out the car to go and get the food. She comes back outside and I'm gone. I'm gone. She went back in the Coney Island to get the food, come back outside with the food, and me and my car is gone. Now let me tell you where certain parts come in for me. I do not remember going to Coney Island. I don't remember leaving my friend's house. I remember every time I opened my eyes, I was on the curb. Now, certain streets by my house are very narrow. My street is a little wider, like a normal street, but all the other streets, like in my neighborhood, are very narrow. So I remember every time I opened my eyes, I was on the curb, about to hit a tree or something. So every time I opened my eyes, I would swerve back to the street. And then if I open my eyes again, I'm back on the curb and I'm swerving back to the street. I swear to God, I remember moments of coming alive and I'm on a curb and I get back on the street. Literally sleep driving, drunk sleep driving. That you know that the police, like people say, driving sleepy is worse than driving drunk. I'm sleepy and drunk. I have been up all day Thursday, did not sleep all day Friday. Now here's Friday night, Saturday morning. I've been drunk for 2 days and I'm sleep driving. I don't remember I pulled up at, this is what I had to do because of where I woke up. I pulled up at home, got out the car, locked the car, got my key out, put it in the door, unlocked the door, walked in the house, locked the door behind me, went to my room, took all my clothes off, and got in the bed. I did all of this sleepwalking, drunk sleep. My alter ego, a demon. I don't know how I made it home. It was something that got me home. But my friend, and this is like our third, fourth time hanging out in life. You know what I'm saying? So if it's 2023 and this was 2018, you know what I'm saying? Like, my friend, let me just tell you what I remember. So from sitting at my, I'ma just go like this. From sitting at my friend's house, listening to his music, then it's opening my eyes and I'm swerving off the curb every time I open my eyes. The next thing I remember after that is waking up to my mom screaming,
Ebony! Ebony, you here? Ebony!
And I hear her and I'm like,
Mom? Some girl at the door banging on the door. I'm about to call the police. What?
so I get up, you know what I'm saying? I put a shirt on and I walk up the room and I'm walking towards the door. I see Cash and one of her friends, the friends we was with earlier Friday, the friends she was with earlier Friday, we was all together. I see them two standing on my mama's porch. And my mama got the door wide open and she's standing at the door looking at me and looking back at the door because she didn't open the door for them because she said my friend was banging on the door. So I'm slowly walking up to the door and my friend Cash, she's so little and petite, she outside like,
I'm sorry, I didn't know your mama was home, but you left me at Coney Island.
Coney Island? Coney Island? What?
and my mama standing right here, she looking at me like,
Are you okay? Are you on drugs?
My mama thinking I'm on some hardcore drugs. Cause I'm literally staring at my friend like I barely know her. Like, I'm literally looking like,
What the fuck happened last night? Coney Island.
You left me, bitch. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. You gonna leave me? My purse in your car. My purse in your car.
my mama like,
Do you have her purse? You need to get her purse so this girl can leave. Cause I'm about to call the police. Mom, don't call the police.
so I go back in my room, I get my keys. You know what I'm saying, go to the door, I open the door and unlock the car. She like,
Bitch, you lucky your mama here. I'll beat your ass.
friend we was with earlier Friday, she just standing there like, I done came to the door with a t-shirt and my panties on, still confused on what is happening. I literally was out for the count. I went from my friend's house to waking up at home. Right? At this moment, I didn't know none of that had happened. So I'm like, what is she talking about, Coney Island? And I'm still trying to figure it out. And my mama is,
Somebody put something in your drink. What is wrong with you? Do you need to go to the hospital? Are you on drugs? What kind of drugs are you on? This is not weed. This is not weed, Ebony.
just like, you know what I'm saying? So I unlocked my car. I remember Cash, she got her purse out of there. She's still yelling because she like a little firecracker. So she just still going off. She like,
I'm sorry, Ebony's mom, but your daughter is a drunk bitch. You a drunk ass bitch. You a drunk dumb ass bitch. I can't stand no drunk bitch. Da, da, da.
and I'm literally just standing there, like at the door. I'm just standing at the door, like she literally cussing me the fuck out, calling me all type of drunk, stupid bitches. And I'm just like,
What happened?
you know what I'm saying? I'm still lost. So them two, my friend and her friend, get in the girl car and they leave. I go back to my room and I go to sleep. That probably happened at like 7, 8 o'clock in the morning because it's like the sun was coming up. So if I left her at 4 in the morning and she didn't get to my house till 7, 8 in the morning. And then when did my mama come home? She was out of town. So if my mama wasn't home, that girl would have been knocking on my door. She probably would have bust the window trying to get to me. Like, ain't no telling what would have happened if my mama wasn't there. So I finally wake up probably about 3, 4 in the afternoon. And I'm still trying to sober up. I'm still trying to figure out what happened. I don't got no missed calls or nothing from Cash. So I call her. She not answering. I'm like, oh my God. I felt so bad. You know what I'm saying? So I'm calling her. I'm texting her. I'm like, girl, you probably don't want to hear from me. You know what I'm saying? We got to work together. At this point, you know what I'm saying? I felt bad, but we still had to work together. So I understood if she like, you know what I'm saying, I don't fuck with you, that shit was fucked up, because it was. So I just wanted to apologize, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, girl, you got to understand, I was running off no sleep for damn near 48 hours. And I have been drinking both of those days. So sleep plus drunk equals chaos. You feel me? And you know what I'm saying? I'm steady texting her like, I'm so sorry. I understand if you never want to fuck with me, but we still got to work together. I just want you to know that I apologize from the bottom of my heart on some sober shit or just some regular drunk shit. I would never do nothing like that. Like, y'all gonna hear more stories, but you know how you got a DD, a designated driver? I'm the DDD. Okay? I'm the designated driver. Like, because I know I get lit, but I don't care who car I'm in. If I know everybody been drinking or people been drinking way more than me, I'm getting us home. I would drop people off in their own car and come back and get them in the morning because I know how to pull it together. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna say it, knock on wood, but, you know, I ain't never had no issues. Like, I've been good. I've been alive 32 years, and nothing like this has ever happened. So it was the sleep plus the drug. I'm just explaining all this to her in text messages. So she finally called me back, and she like, girl, I want to say it's okay, but it's really not. Like, you really, you know what I'm saying, had me out here. So this is when she told me everything that happened. Like, you know, her getting back in the car and me steady trying to pull off and her telling me not to leave. And I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Clearly you wasn't as drunk as me. If you saw me steady trying to pull off when you got in the car, why wouldn't you take the keys? You know what I'm saying? Why wouldn't you drive? And she like, you know, I didn't know how drunk you was, just like one of our first couple times hanging out, like I said. So she like, I didn't know you was that drunk, you know what I'm saying? I just kept telling you I didn't get the food yet, and when I came back outside, you was gone. And I'm like, bitch, you don't really know me like that, but I promise to God, I would have never done nothing like that. I just kept apologizing. I'm like, Cash, I'm so sorry. Like, you barely know me, but I'm sorry. Like, whatever I gotta do to make it up to you, if you never want to fuck with me again, I just know we gotta work together. I just kept saying that. She like, I'm not gonna say it's okay, but you know what I'm saying? I get it. I get what you're saying. I'm like, right, you was here. Like, you was here. And you know what I'm saying? To this day, we talk about that. Like, remember when we first started hanging out? You left me at Coney Island? Like, girl, oh my God. But here it is, 19, 21, 22, 23. It's down there 5 years later, and that's my best motherfucking friend. Like, we here, we locked in. Once we locked in, ain't no switching up, period. Like, I apologize 20, 30, 1,000 times because sober me would have never done nothing like that. Even a regular drunk me would have never done nothing like that. I was, you know what I'm saying, doing too much. I was doing way too much. And I'm like, you know, it's crazy that my mama was there because, you know what I'm saying, we probably would have fought, you know what I'm saying, and we could have never been friends again once I put my hands on you, like, drunk or not, baby girl. But, you know what I'm saying, she always be like, I was about to beat your ass. Like, girl, you could have tried. You could have tried, baby, because, you know, I know how to hit go mode when it's time. But I'm glad that didn't happen because we are the best of friends to this day. And actually, it was something else that had happened that Thursday night, but I'm going to save that when I talk about my dear friend, RJ. I'm going to have a whole video for my friend RJ because that was my motherfucking man. So I'll save that for that video, what happened Thursday night. I do remember. So, yeah. That was how I ended up leaving my best friend at Coney Island. I'm sorry, girl. But you know I got you, boo. You know I got you. You know I'm the DDD. I mean, I'm not bragging about that. Like, don't be me and don't do me. Okay? Not too much. But until next time, you guys, be safe. Be safe. Be safe. Be productive and have fun. Not too much fun. You have to get some sleep. You have to get sleep in between fun because no sleep equals chaos. Peace.